and I can see you online, like living your best life, obviously not caring that I'm mad. Right. I think it makes me, like, it'll make you more mad. Yeah. The comments,
exactly. You got so many people adding fuel to the fire. So yeah, it contributes a lot.
I think when you love a person, they can offend you or hurt you even the more.
Yes.
Beating a dead dog, like, it's like, shout out to the dogs. Think that holding a grudge really is having an effect because you're walking around scuffing the floor.
And that person don't care. They live in their life.
It's either they don't care or they don't know.
That part too.
Friend, family, or foe. What's the next one?
Before I deal with you.
Before I deal with you, I'll let you go.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Gravy. Welcome back to Insider Threat. Today's episode is called Zero to Heaven, and we're talking about the hardest part of the human experience, holding on to grudges. Whew. The desire for revenge and how forgiveness, whether you offer it or seek it, can free you. I've got Ashley Williams Cope here. Ooh. How you doing, Ashley?
I'm good.
Ooh. Yeah, I love her. This is my cousin, my big cousin. I love you. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, other than you my big cousin.
Well, I am Ashley Williams Cope, mother of three. A married mother of three. Mm-hmm. I've been with my husband 17 years, married soon to be 10. And life's good.
I want y'all to know that I predicted that they would get married. I used to say all the time, like, oh, y'all married? And then she started wearing, I don't know if it's a promise ring or what. She had a ring on. I was like, nobody could not convince me that y'all weren't married already. So by the time y'all were like, oh, we getting married, I'm like, that's a lie. They're married. Are they renewing their vows? Like, what do you mean? But anyways, so Ashley, here on the podcast, we like to get started with something, a little thing, icebreaker called Say Ah, and you get to choose. So it's a joke, a quote, or your biggest fear.
My biggest fear.
What's your biggest fear?
Not being here for my kids while they still need me.
Ooh. But that's kind of tricky because it's like, when does a kid stop needing their parents?
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All right. That's really good. Okay, so we break down the episode in segments. So there's 6 segments in total. That's from start to finish. In the center, there's like 3 kind of like the meat and potatoes of the conversation. And that's the first one is the internet. So with the internet, we have like to have a specific focus for each episode. So today, this episode focuses on society's view of forgiveness, grudges, and revenge. How cultural norms and media often influence our approach to these emotions. So that's ultimately, what they are.
Okay.
So the first question I have for you is, how does society view holding grudges or seeking revenge? Like, is it ever justified?
I don't think it is justified. And it's so common. I feel like forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you.
Right.
And holding grudges is self-harming to me because that person is living their life and you mad and been all by yourself and they don't care. They don't care.
They don't. They really don't.
And when you allow a person to have that much control, I'll say, by you holding grudges, like, come on, mate.
No, for sure. Because, and I think the societal view of it is, especially like if you're coming to tell people like, hey, this doesn't benefit anybody, not you, not the other person, because they don't, like you said, they don't care.
Right.
And then holding on a grudge is literally just harms yourself. Yeah. So society's view of it, like even if you're like, hey, let it go, they're like, oh, you're judging me for holding a grudge. I actually just experienced that, and we were talking about a TV show, and so ideally it was Sisters, but it was the spinoff show, so Zatima, and I was in the group chat, and I was just like, hey, Zach drug out like the vengeance, because in the situation, he like had this friend or whatever like that, and the guy mistook his like affections and everything like that for him trying to come onto him. So because he misread it, he like tried to kiss him, and so like he like, you know, brought back and punched him, and he was like, you know, I'm not like that. And the guy was just like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, you know, I just, and he explained that why he was confused and everything like that. So I was just literally, it's, mind you, it's a animated world, and I'm just kind of addressing it. And somebody was like, oh, well, you can't tell anybody, you can't say that somebody's unhealthy for holding grudges. I'm like, it literally doesn't serve you. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of aligns like exactly with what you said.
It gives it more power. Why? Again, the other person does not care.
They don't.
So
literally. And then you can also like, and then on the other end of that, kind of like how it was in the episode, like the guy internalized it because it's like he was more hard on himself than he could ever have been. So it kind of drove him to do some things that, you know, wasn't necessarily good or like beneficial or helpful to him. So it's like in that situation, everybody was hurt. Like, so do you think movies or TV shows romanticize revenge or unresolved anger? Like, how does that affect real life behavior?
Some of them do in a sense.
Yeah.
How does it?
Like, how does that affect like real life behavior?
It won't it's a movie.
True. Unless you out of touch with reality.
Yeah, that too. I think that'd be the only reason.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
Like if you like completely consumed by a TV show, because a lot of people take TV shows seriously.
They do. But again, like it's TV. We know it's not real. They can do anything for ratings.
we literally know it's not real.
Right. So
I get it. Other people may not.
Yeah.
But it's okay because we're going to talk about it, you know? We're going to talk about it. Okay, so how does social media contribute to this cycle of holding grudges or seeking public validation?
Honey.
Ooh.
That little blue app or any other app, they become Muhammad Ali and everybody else behind those apps. You can say whatever. You can say whatever. They get mad. So it's a lot of jabbing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hate. It's a lot of...
I think it's a false sense of confidence.
That too.
Yeah.
Because you get to hide behind that.
Literally.
So,
it's
a lot of that. It's a lot of social media thugs.
Look, and then I think, and like with I think with the amount of access that we have on social media, it kind of like fuels the grudge because think about it. If I'm mad at you for something and I can see you online, like living your best life, obviously not caring that I'm mad, I think it makes me like, it'll make you more mad.
Yeah. And then a lot of them will go live and express this, that, and the third while they're mad.
Look.
Getting views for people that's just putting icing on the cake, making it worse and worse.
The comments.
The comments, exactly. You got so many people adding fuel to the fire. So yeah, it contributes a lot.
And it's a lot of like in the comments and like the shares and stuff like that, because you know when you share, you could put the little caption. I think it's like you said, adding fuel to the fire, and what I was gonna say, it adds fuel to the fire, but it also upholds people in their wrong
to make them think they're right. Yeah.
It's just like a whole bunch.
Yeah, all the likes, all the views, and everything like that. Yeah,
it's like a whole bunch of yes men, and I'm just like,
and a lot of them do it for that reason,
just to keep it going, stir the pot.
Yes.
Like my friend always used to tell me that I do. I don't. It's your cousin. I don't. I don't. Okay, that was good. It was good. So moving on into the next segment, which is the buffering segment, we're gonna be focusing on the emotional tug of war between wanting revenge and knowing forgiveness might be the healthier choice. Right. So have you ever felt stuck between wanting revenge and knowing forgiveness was the right thing?
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit? If you don't mind.
Not to go into too much detail, but certain family situations. Certain things that may have been said about me and my little family, and that wasn't true. And I had so much ammunition that I could have blasted it for the same person and put it out there for the world to see just how bad of a person you are.
Right.
But no matter how mad I was about it, it crossed my mind.
For sure.
Because I know it would hurt you more than you just hurt me. But I had to really pray about it and think about it. And again, it's not gonna make me any better to hurt you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't make me no better than you.
Right.
If I were to do what you did to me, 2 wrongs don't make it right. So I took the high road and just let you have it. And I chose to just distance myself and love you from afar.
Right. Mm-hmm. So what was the outcome when like after you chose the high road? Because a lot of people, you know, as people, we have the tools within us to harm ourselves.
Right.
Right. So what was like the outcome when you were like, you know what, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to leave it and because I know you said to reveal how, like, the type of person that you actually are. Mm-hmm. So being that they had the tools, what was the outcome whenever you're just like, I'm going to just leave that alone?
I felt better.
Yeah.
Within myself, and my skin got a little thicker.
Ooh,
pretty much like you can say whatever.
Yeah.
It don't hurt me. You don't do anything for me. So
right.
You know, it was pointless.
So did it ever did that person's character ever be revealed? I guess after the situation, like maybe you didn't do it, but somebody else just wasn't just wasn't there yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And by the way, guys, we entitled this episode 0 to Heaven because a lot of people like to say when you go low, I'm going to HE double hockey 6. So we trying to reverse that thing and go 0 to heaven and lay it at his feet because you got to give it to God. Yeah. so being that my good sis took the high road, it just kind of shows you that, you want to serve the flesh in that moment and be like, ooh, I want to hit back. Yes. I want to, ooh.
Be so mad.
Look.
It's hard. But again, I mean, what would that help me?
Right.
I know how I feel when you just hurt me. Why would you want to put that on somebody else?
Right.
And somebody that you love. So it wasn't worth it.
And there's no barrier from as far as who is willing to hurt you or how far they're going to hurt you. So that's always harmful because I think when you love a person, they can offend you or hurt you even the more.
Yes.
Yeah, and that job be. So what's the most challenging part of letting go of a grudge?
Ooh, the most challenging part is letting that person. I feel like they will feel like if you don't do anything, they won. Ooh. But at the same time, you're winning because it may not show right then, but eventually you reveal your own self. Everybody sees who you truly are. Right. So I need to help you do that. You're gonna set yourself up for that. Right. You're gonna do it all by yourself. Right. Yeah. It's
definitely that meekness is not weakness setting, because a lot of people will try you. Like if you have that skill and the ability to turn the other cheek, walk away, remove yourself from situations like that, a lot of people will use that to try to antagonize you.
Oh, you're scared.
Yeah,
it's that. No.
I think I read it was a song. It was a gospel rap song because I be heavy in the gospel rap. I love that. But it said, "I'm not scared for you. I'm scared for me."
Right.
And so,
right. I have too much to lose. I'm way too pretty. And
I'm not out here tussling with nobody.
I have 3 beautiful children.
Come on.
And a wonderful husband.
Yes.
That need me.
Come on.
So ain't nothing, no one worth.
Right.
Me being taken away from them for some stupidity that I could have just overlooked, which is why I chose the high road. Mm-hmm.
And then in the thick of that, I also want to talk about whenever you choose to turn the other cheek or take the high road, releasing that. And when you actually decide like, hey, I'm letting this go, like you actually have to let it go. Let it go. Like don't think about it, harp on it. Yeah. Like, what do you think about, like, what's your thoughts on that?
Exactly what you just said. Me praying. Praying is my thing. Ooh. That's all I can say pretty much. Because the devil play on your talk real hard. Ooh. Especially when it's something like that where you're angry and you want to get revenge and you can't.
He's trying to get active.
Oh, he come at you every which way, like you can't go ahead and do it, but I feel like ain't nothing more powerful than God. So I'm gonna go to prayer. I'm gonna go to him. I'm gonna get on my knees and pray every single time. And again, like you just said, if you're gonna choose that route and choose the high road, let it go. And me praying about it, I'm giving it to God. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. I'm giving it completely to him.
Right. Hey, I know that's real. So when you tried forgiveness, when you tried to forgive, what did you learn about yourself in the process?
Stronger than I think.
Ooh.
Much stronger than I could have ever thought. And that I actually did it. I did it. allow the devil to play with me. I didn't pretty much, you know, some people will, they know what to do to get under your skin.
Yes.
So they would try you to the fullest. But me, again, taking the higher road, I didn't think I could.
Yeah.
I wanted so bad to get down and dirty with you, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Which, for me, I didn't expect me to do that. Because I go from 0 to 100 real quick.
She was that, listen, we're healing and we're growing.
We are still working.
Because my cousin was going to take it to HEW6.
Yes, ma'am. Every which way. But,
so was that the first time that you noticed that you had that ability?
I think so.
Wow. Yeah. And how old were you?
I think the very first time, maybe about, I had to say about 2021. Okay,
2021. So that's 4 years ago. 3, that's 4 years? 32.
I'm 36.
I'm saying that's 4 years ago. Yeah. So you're 32. It was 32 when you first realized.
2021.
And it's 25.
I was 20.
Oh. 21. Oh.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm a little touched.
Yeah.
2021. So about 16, 17 years ago. So you know what that tells y'all.
Came a long way.
But it also don't happen overnight.
It does not.
It's a process.
Lord, no, it does not happen overnight.
Give yourself grace, give yourself time, and just continue to work on it. So was there any, I guess, opportunities up until the point that you realized you actually had the skill for you to exercise that trait beforehand? Or you just like, well, it probably presented itself and you're like, whatever.
That part. And I think that's it. You said it. You said it a mouthful right then. I think that was it exactly. Like, whatever. I ain't trying to hear that right now. Like, you know. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So moving into the next segment, which is tap intranet, which is that internal, after it's landed, after we've experienced all these things that we probably didn't expect from somebody, and we done processed it and we decided whether we were about to take revenge or whether we were going to forgive. Yeah. Now it's landed and we're going to look at it from both lenses, right? So we're going to look at it before the change and after. So the first question I would like to tell you, so how would you, with the situation that you said, like you said, without going into too much detail, how would you have responded before you knew you could forgive?
Girl, that child would have been everything but the name of God. And like so much stuff that you've done that I probably had receipts and everything that I could have put out there for the world to see. Just, you know, the type of person you were. But I chose not to. Right. You know? But definitely the old me would have just
put it out there. Air.
You don't want none. You don't want
the clothesline laundry.
You don't want me to put it out there, girl. Please trust and believe this is not what you want.
The clothesline girl. With the safety pins and all secured so that they can see it for a good long time.
Yes, ma'am.
That's crazy. Okay, so how has holding on to anger or resentment impacted your peace of mind?
Again, I'll go back to the devil he'll play on your tongue. Yeah. Hard, like, and for me, I overthink a lot. And I know that's a bad trait to have, but I overthink a lot. Didn't help that to me, he's right there. You know?
That's your threat though. The insider threat.
Right. So come
on.
It didn't help that he was right there. So it's like my mind constantly just would not turn off. You know, that in itself, that's disturbing my peace. I'm allowing it to disturb my peace. I'm allowing the situation to disturb my peace. And I couldn't do that. I could no longer do that. So I had to let it go.
So when you would think about it, was it just kind of like you were analyzing the situation or analyzing like the outcome, like how it happened versus, you know, because this happened, X, Y, and Z happened? Like, were you, or is it top to bottom?
Both. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess so many different scenarios playing in my head. Like, I could have done this. I could have done that. I could have done this. I could have done that. So I think it's more so that. But yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Happy that you're growing.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm proud of you. Okay. So now we're going to go back.
Mm-hmm.
So on the flip side of that, now that you know you have the ability to forgive, how has it impacted how you interact with certain like things that can come off as, wow, did that just happen? Like, how do you respond to things like that?
Pray.
Ooh.
I have to.
That's
my secret
key
weapon.
strength. Key strength.
That is not, because I know God knows I ain't all the way there, baby. He's still working on me daily.
Mm-hmm.
I can still go from gospel gangster real fast, but I choose not to. So prayer.
Yeah. Ultimately, God is saving y'all.
Weapon.
God is saving a lot of people out here.
Girl,
y'all,
he really is.
He died for your sins, still saving you.
He really
still
is.
saving. Got up, still saving you. Okay.
Yes.
So what was it like for you when you finally let go of a major grudge? Like if you could think back to like, I mean, a grudge that gripped you so hard and you just like, I don't know if I can let this go.
Girl, the peace
Ooh.
was everything.
How long did you hold the grudge?
I have to say the longest grudge I ever held was a couple of years maybe.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, without going into too much detail.
And only I think because stuff kept happening. Like I think I could have let it go earlier if I saw a change in you.
Right.
But it was like you kept doing stuff, saying stuff.
Yeah.
And it would get back to me. So I think that's probably like drug on for a couple of years. You know?
So did you separate yourself from the individual initially?
Yes.
Okay.
I did, but it was kind of hard at the same time because it's family.
Right.
But I did.
Okay.
You know.
So you still were pretty much extending, I guess, some level of grace as far as like the proximity in which you were allowing this person to be towards you. Wow, that's amazing. And it makes sense because it's like with family, like I said, it comes with that love aspect because it's like, dang, like I might not like you right now, but I love you and I can't believe you're You know what I mean?
And I just had to learn to distance myself and kind of love you from afar.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with you. I don't have to talk to you every day.
Right.
But I still love you the same.
For sure.
So that's what it was.
Bottom line. And a lot of people have to understand that and not confuse it with like that I forgot like what happened. And especially if they never, because not only do we have to extend forgiveness, like forgiveness has to be extended to us. Because so I don't want you to think that just because I'm not addressing something after I've already addressed it, that I'm okay with what happened. Right. And so a lot of people will be like, oh, since we talking, obviously ain't nothing was wrong. Like,
no.
So have you ever been in a situation where you encountered had a problem with somebody and it kind of resulted in like a little disdain or maybe a little bit of a grudge where they actually came back and apologized?
I have to say yes.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Not so much on the grudge front, more so of wanting my forgiveness.
Okay.
For some things that you could have prevented and for also keeping something and someone away from me for so long. Okay. That I long for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then coming back eventually, pleading your case and asking for my forgiveness.
Right.
Yeah.
And then did you relinquish that forgiveness?
I did.
Okay. So how did it help with the relationship with that individual?
I feel like at first to spare your feelings, I didn't put it all out there. You asked me, did I resent? Did I have resentment? I said no to spare your feelings. But it took going through something major and God stepping in. When they say it takes the act of God, sometimes it literally does. And he'll put it right in your face.
Yes.
So going through something like that and that happening, for some reason, it gave me the backbone to finally like just put it all out there. Let everything out. Like, everything now.
Right.
I'm not holding anything back, but I forgive you.
Right.
And again, the peace that comes from it is everything.
First of all, applaud you for that because a lot of people just try to forgive without addressing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I can say all day that, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. But at the end of the day, I'm still contemplating on this. I'm still lingering. Yeah, like because I want to have the opportunity to kind of tell you exactly like how I'm feeling,
Yes.
but it's like, how can I go back when I just told you I forgive you?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And people take on that kind of, oh, now you just beating a dead dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, shout out to the dogs. But so I definitely get that. So I just want to kind of drive home that point. Would you encourage people to seek, like actually address the issue before, you know, as a part of their healing and forgiveness journey?
Most definitely. If you feel that is worth it, even if you don't feel that is worth it, your peace is more important than anything.
Right.
And I do feel like you said, you don't want to say, I forgive you, then go back and want to talk about the situation.
Right.
I mean, put it all out there, put it on the table, express your feelings. Your feelings are very valid.
Very.
In every situation, your feelings are as valid as the next person.
Yeah.
So put it out there. Let your feelings be heard. And then if you decide, you know, I forgive you, then you can say, I wholeheartedly forgive you. You know what I'm forgiving you for.
Yes. Because you got to be direct. Because like, it's crazy because if I've done, think about it, like you said, family, because of family, you allowed that that proximity, whereas if it was a friend, I would have just cut you off, like never would have seen or spoke to you again. You know what I'm saying? And would have had time to actually process. And then had I, you know, God laid it on my heart to do so, I could have reached out. But with that proximity, I think people can get it confused when it comes to, if I bring it up, now they're going to talk about me with this family member, or that family member, because, you just can't let anything go. But it's like, I never let it go. Yeah.
And I'm at a place now where, because family can hurt you more than anyone, because they're who you love the most.
Yes.
But I'm at a place where now I'm like, well, I don't ask them for nothing. They don't do anything for me.
Right.
So it's like, why should I care what anyone has to say? You're outside looking in. You don't know what goes on in my household.
Right.
So you speculate.
Right.
You make up things. I know it ain't true. We know it ain't true. So why give you that much power over me to even, you know what I'm saying?
Right. To have that opinion or
like,
anything.
It's nothing.
Right.
So why not let it go?
And especially if it's not true.
And you know it's not true.
It's like, why would I hold on to this?
True, why am I going to hold on to this? Again, self-harming.
Literally.
For what reason?
Officially, it's definitely self-harming, and it's just not healthy for, really, ultimately, it's not healthy for the person holding the grudge. Like we said initially, and it's like that pretty much just shines the light on, you think that holding a grudge really is having an effect because you're walking around scuffing the floor.
And that person don't care. They live in their life.
It's either they don't care or they don't know.
That part too. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's crazy because we can all be sitting in a setting. Yeah. Because I think, you know, a part of being hurt is rooted in being offended. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So we can be sitting in a setting of people and we just joking, right? And I could just say something because we're all joking, and I could just say a joke that really offended you, and then everybody's ha ha ha.
But if you don't address it and let me know that I offended you, how am I
just thought it was a joke, right? And so now people will carry this with them for years, holding on to it, and then thinking, "Oh, I'm over it." But every time this individual come around, this thought comes to your mind. I remember when you
just your whole mood changes.
Right?
I'm not gonna give nobody that much power over me.
Because it's something, because like, what you mean? Like, it's as simple as that can be an address. You know, what do you mean?
Right.
Because I need clarity.
I took, like, that made me feel some type of way.
Simple.
Even if you didn't mean it that way, I took that offense to that. Like, just put it out there.
And because a lot of people can be uncomfortable instead, especially in a crowd setting, addressing that. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And then I don't care what anybody else, if I need clarity, explain it to me.
Again, your feelings are valid.
Look, explain it to me. All right. So can you recall a time when seeking revenge felt right in the moment, but the aftermath was worse than expected?
I actually can't recall a time when I did seek revenge.
Because
I don't know if something happened and me cursing that person, calling that person, cursing that person. If that's seeking revenge, then yes, I've done that. But I don't consider that seeking revenge.
Well, I think that's more of along the lines of where you had the opportunity to either turn the other cheek and like seek revenge, and you like say you chose revenge because you're just like, okay, it's gonna make me feel good at the moment, but the outcome
was bad.
Yeah, like it did, like it went way over to you. Was like, oh wait, I think I went too far.
Experienced that.
Okay,
I've never experienced that.
So I think you've always had a guard on your emotion.
Yeah,
the revenge emotion. I think it always, because every crime is contemplated.
Yeah,
you're gonna think about it. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of, like they said, it's not what goes into a man that makes him sin, it's what comes out of a man that makes him sin. So it's like that's those things where everybody's around you and doing all kind of things, and you're experiencing this time and time and time again, and it's like that one point where you snap and react. Now you're responsible for that action, and
it's going to be bad, especially if you let it. You allow it to build up over time. It's going to be bad.
I used to be like that because I used to tell everybody, I'm like, I can take a lot. Yeah. And it was a lot of, primarily because it's just like, I know if you're yelling, spewing this, I know what type of person I am. Yeah. I know I didn't do anything to warrant this. So whatever you're saying or doing has absolutely nothing to do with me. Right. And I know it's full well, like everything to do with you. So it takes a minute for me to get there, but it's still the matter of addressing the issue, right? Bringing it up, because so then I got to the point where it's like, hey, I understand what you're going through. I was able to say this and address like, hey, I understand what you're going through. I didn't do it. Right. So this needs to be redirected. And in that simple statement or in that simple little notification, they're like, oh, right.
That's a conversation. Sometimes that's all it takes, but so many won't. You want to drag it out and just want to hold a grudge. And again, you're all alone in it.
It's a mouthful. It's an absolute want. I want to hold on to this because
it's choice.
Free will.
Yes.
I want to hold on to this. Like, you got to let that settle, because wanting to hold on to something that's hurting you. Right. That's self-harming. Exactly. It's I ain't gonna go too deep, but it's the same as, you know, it's the same amount. You're just doing it slower. You're just doing it slower. Oh, that's a mouthful. Yeah. So what I would like to ask next is, because we're still on Tap Internet, we're in the inside. Do you feel better about yourself? I feel like maybe I know the answer, but still. In the beginning, when you were first learning your forgiveness trait, did you realize that you felt better with the decisions that you made?
Yes.
Okay.
I did. I felt, I was proud of me. Oh. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because again, I know me, you know.
And where you can't,
Yes. So to see, girl, that wasn't nothing. Look what you just did. I was proud of me.
Come on, little applause, little pats on the back. Yes.
For real, because it takes a lot. It's hard.
Yes.
So yes,
she hit that.
I was proud of me, girl.
Hit that Snoop Dogg. Yes. I want to thank me.
Yes.
I love that, because at times, like I said, we have to celebrate ourselves first of all, and just give ourselves that grace and understand that it doesn't happen overnight. And, you know, we all need God work on us at different time lines and frames. So I love that. And I wanted to ask also, how, as far as like your kids, what do you teach them in relationship, being that you've been on both sides? What do you teach them when it comes to like revenge and forgiveness and all that stuff?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I just have my baby say, somebody mess with you at school. Like, let me know. Like, don't be no punk.
Come on.
Don't let nobody punk you. Your mom ain't raised that. But at the same time, they know. Yeah. Like, you know how nowadays it's so many cliques, and you know how kids are mean.
Terrible.
Mean.
They're devils. All of them.
I teach mine, like, just because that's your friend or whatever the case may be, if you see your friend doing something, picking or just messing with another kid, bullying, don't ever engage. Right. Because it means you're going to have a problem. Right. And also, if that's your friend, you should be able to tell that friend, that's not right. That's not right.
Definitely.
So, also I made sure, because I feel like I didn't have that open line of communication where my babies know they can come tell me
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Whether if it's gonna make me sad, happy, mad, cry, tell mom.
Right.
I want to hear from you.
Right.
I always have that line of open communication, and so they know, like, and I also explain to them again, like we just talked about, you being mad and puffing up your face, and who is that hurting?
Right.
Just you. If whether it's your friend or not, if somebody made you feel some type of way or did something to hurt you, address it.
Right.
It don't have to be rudely done. A conversation goes a long way.
All the time. Right.
So that's pretty much what I teach them that. All of them.
I know that's real. And you said that you felt like you didn't have that open line of communication growing up. So do you felt like you've always addressed conflict? I know you say you didn't, like, did that kind of hold your voice back a little bit or kind of like cripple it for a little while?
Yes, because my listening ear was a notebook all the time.
Okay.
I would write everything. Okay. All of my feelings went down in a journal.
Okay.
Because I felt like I didn't have, I couldn't
that space to say.
So my safe space, my listening ear was a journal. All of my feelings, everything went into that. Yeah. And it was released off of me. Right. That's how I felt,
So when was the first time that you actually addressed something, I guess, head on instead of like, okay, I'm going to go take my time and write it in my journal? Actually, or I guess like at what age?
I would have to say that I addressed it head on without, again, probably
around the same age?
20, 21.
Okay. Like when into the adulthood, you think adulthood kind of gave you that little confidence, like, hey, I'm grown. Yeah. Got you. I remember the first time because like I said, when I was younger, I didn't address anything. And then it helped me, it kind of fueled me and shaped me into the person I was as an adult, as far as like just internalizing everything. It's just like going with the flow, whatever. It's not going to change anything. Right. These thoughts of it's not going to change anything if I address it anyway, I remember the first time I actually addressed something. When I tell you, it was like a physical reaction for my body. My body was shaking. Like my shoulders weren't moving, but all this was vibrating. Yeah. Like my hands were like literally shivering. And I was just like, what is this? Right. And so the more I did it, the less I shake. So I was like, obviously it's a muscle that needed to be exercised. So did you have like a physical reaction when, like on your first go when you were addressing something head on? I
think it just made, like you said, you felt like your body was shaking. Yeah. I felt like a release in a sense.
I don't know what mine was.
Girl. So okay, I like this feeling.
And she got real good at it. She got real good at it. She got real good at it. I love that for you. Mine is strengthening, so I'm getting better. So if y'all ever on the receiving end, it's all out of love, and I'm just trying to address something.
That's that part.
And I ain't gonna too much yell at you for real. I ain't gonna do that.
But okay, you gonna hear me. I ain't gonna have to yell.
Look, and then another thing is, like you said, you gonna hear me. Even if they don't hear you, get it off your chest. Yes. Because like a lot of people are like, oh, this is not getting anywhere, I'm not gonna say anything. No, they hear you. Yeah, they're listening. They might be talking louder than you, doing it. They hear you, and a lot of people can react like that, like in a overcompensating way. Yeah. To overshadow what you're saying, but you hear me, and they may be uncomfortable to talk about it. Exactly. Because I've experienced that before. It's like we've been around people that just kind of like just talk over talk just loudly.
They can be.
Yeah.
Guess to make themselves seem like they're more than what they are, and at the same time they're yelling and all that screaming, but you're really not saying anything at all.
They say the loudest person in the room is the most ignorant. That's a heavy weighted statement. And I remember I made a post on Facebook like a while back, and I was like, the more I learn, the quieter I get. Yeah. And it's just like, not in a way that I won't address something, just I became a lot more observant. Yeah. So do you feel like you're observant, like more observant, a lot more kind of proactive instead of reactive?
Yeah, I sit back and watch and listen a lot more.
And how has that affected the way you react to certain things, like whether you go left or right?
It actually helped because I sit and think before I just do or speak. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So taking that minute to sit in it.
Like, hold on.
Just observe, just listen.
And a lot of times when you observe, you kind of see where it's going to go. So it's like, if I already have an idea of where this is going to go, when it gets there, why am I mad? I was like, I seen that.
Exactly. I knew this was going to happen. So,
laughing about it. Like, people think you're crazy. You know, you're not. No. So we're going to go into our take control segment. And so it's really just a few highlights from the conversation, right? So control A allows you to highlight what stood out to you the most during the conversation.
The word forgiveness.
Ooh, it's heavy. It literally should be in all caps.
Yeah.
That's like the smallest. You think it's just like the easiest thing to do. It's the smallest word. The hardest thing to do. Like you would think, like, oh, I'm not gonna hate you anymore. How about that?
Say it all day.
Literally. And then unforgiveness is the gateway. Like, you know, I say the tweets is the gateway drug. For unforgiveness is the gateway door to everything else. Yeah. Like it just causes you to be angry, bitter, rage. Ooh. Because it's ultimately gonna drive you to do something that's damaging not only to you, but potentially someone else. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, just forgive, y'all.
Let it go.
It
ain't worth it. Your peace is so much more important. I'm telling you something about that peace.
Oof.
It's worth it.
I'd be so mellowed out at the house. I don't smoke. I'm not talking about weed. No. I'm just saying at the house.
I be in Ashley Lane. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what you got going on.
In my own world.
Or the next person. Because I'm too busy living my own. So.
I remember, and a lot of people come to me like, oh, you heard about what this happened? No. Who is that? You don't know this person? No.
You can live in the same town, up the street, people in a whole different state calling you.
Look.
You didn't know such? No.
How do you know?
Right. No, I didn't know that until you just told me.
Because let's talk about it. That is crazy.
That's how much I'm in my own little world.
Like I pop out when I want to, but it's still not to kind of catch up on what's going on. It's more so like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. I ain't seen you in a little bit. Yeah. All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, my favorite saying is friend, family, or foe. Before I let you disturb my peace, I will not deal with you. Ooh. I won't deal with you.
Let's make it rhyme. What it say? Friend, family, or foe. What's the next one?
Before I deal with you.
Before I deal with you, I'll let you go.
There you go. There you go. There you go, girl.
All right. So the next one is Control C. So it said, what quotes or insights are you taking with you?
That one I just said.
The rhyming version?
Right.
Oh, okay.
The rhyming version.
Before I deal with you, I'll let you go.
The let go, let God.
Ooh. Let him have his way. Okay. It's crazy because I'll tell you a story. I tell everybody God taught me forgiveness at 12, right? So, and I told my story or whatever on the pod in the beginning or whatever. But I was groomed as a kid, right? So it's like a lot of people will take like what happened to them and use it to be a victim and have that victim mentality. And it's always other people, even into adult life, after the fact when nothing probably is ever happening, but just everything going wrong is always them, never me. So I was like, at 12, when I was corrected and was like, okay, this isn't like what I'm supposed to be doing. I had the opportunity then to be like, why would you do that to me? Or why, with me not understanding, like my underdeveloped mind and everything, like not understanding. I had the opportunity to be like, why would you do that to me? You get what I'm saying? And then hold that against this person. But I chose, because it's a choice. Yeah. I chose to forgive. So now I can be around these people. Don't get me wrong. I deal with you in the way that I deal with you, as far as like, okay, I know the type of person you are. I know my expectation of you, what it is. Yeah. So I know how to deal with you, but I have no problem with being around you. Right. I can give you a quick hug. I can move around like that because I genuinely let it go and I genuinely forgave you. So don't think it's too much time passed or don't think it's too soon to forgive. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because ultimately it's releasing you.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So I like that. I used to, I think now that I think back, whenever I was going through it, I used to isolate myself a lot. Mm-hmm. So then I told my mom about this. I was like, you ever wonder like why I would always be by myself? Mm-hmm. Like, I would randomly walk through the woods. She knows. Yeah. I'll be in a tree somewhere, randomly walking through the woods, like by myself, a 11, 10, 12-year-old child walking through the woods with a staff. I just knew I was Moses.
Yeah.
I just
wasn't scared of anything.
Look, Peter, don't come after me. But I was walking through the woods one day. I found a little birdie nest and it was an egg in there. And I was like, I'm about to help this bird come to life. And somebody was like, put it on your leg. I put it in the house and it was a rip in the chair. So I had put a little piece of the cloth over the top and put it on my leg. I gave the thing 5 minutes. I said, this is not working. I cracked it. I said, it's dead. But I'm like, I would always think like, why would I now thinking back, like, why was I always so isolated? And it was in that moment where the enemy tried to play, like you said, on the top, even as a kid. Yeah. So your age is no barrier because it was a quote. I don't know where I got it from, but it was a quote. And I always loved quotes. Mm-hmm. And the quote was, if it's lonely at the top, I'd rather be alone because the closest people to you are the ones that do you wrong. Yes. And I used, as a 12-year-old, why am I saying this? Right. I mean, and I like every time something would happen it altered my expectations. So I never really had a reaction because like, they do say the closest people to you, the ones you do wrong. And I'm like, when I had to come out of that, I'm like, oh, it's not the fact that they're close. It's just who they are. It's their heart. It's their nature. Mm-hmm. And until they address that, it's never what they're doing to me. It's why they feel the need to do it. So it's like, I learned forgiveness at a young age. All the while, the enemy is trying to trigger me, be like, oh, I don't need nobody. I keep everybody away from me and keep me isolated. So we all know. Yes. So Control V allows you to paste or apply. Mm-hmm. So, that's how we use it here in the application form. Mm-hmm. So it said, what will you be applying to your life moving forward?
Prayer, and more prayer.
Heavy on Jesus.
Yes.
Big God. Yes. Capital G. Yes, I love that because I need him.
I do.
Oof.
I do. And I ain't nothing without him.
And never will be. Mm-mm. I am messed up without him. Like, y'all, I want y'all to know. Yeah.
It takes a lot.
He be holding it back. Y'all
and
get.
Again, I'm telling y'all, he's still working on me. So the more I pray, the better I'm going to be.
And the more she prayed, the better you going to be. Yeah. Everybody going to be safe, in peace, and love. Yes. But we all must address what we struggling with, guys.
We got valid.
Look, just address it. So as a recap, we've talked a lot about the heavy weight of grudges, and the liberation that comes from forgiveness, whether forgiving others is for you or for others. Mm-hmm. Well, whether forgiveness is for you or for others. So as a couple of reflective questions, what's one moment when you decided to forgive instead of holding on to anger?
That moment where I'll go back to keeping someone from you that I longed for, and finally coming back and apologizing for it, which was all I ever wanted. Yeah. And immediately it was nothing to forgive and let it go.
And I like how you said that, which is all you ever wanted, which was to ask to apologize for doing so, because it's like causing those years of hurt. Yes. It still warrants you to be warrants an address. Yes. You know what I mean? From the other person, like, yes, I can forgive, but can you please address this?
Yes, that part.
Listen, I remember a situation, which I think I told you about it before, one of my friends, and it was a complete 180, like the switch up, and it's just like, And I'm very observant. So I noticed it before. And because I was so I internalized so much, I was thinking to myself, like, I know I'm not stupid while I'm witnessing all these traits changing, all these habits changing. Like, it's not you.
Yeah.
And if I'm your friend, I'm gonna know what's normal and what's not. So it took somebody else to be like, hey, it seemed like this is weighing heavy on you. You need to address it. And I think this was probably one of the first times that I actually addressed something just head on. And I had like that visceral reaction. So he said, it seems like it's bothering you, like you need to address it. Like, just get that off your chest. So what upset me more is not the fact that we were in that state. What upset me more is that I addressed it, you acknowledged it, and you didn't make any changes. Right. So a quote that I really like is, sorry has a different behavior. So whenever I was like, and then it was even more frustrating because it's like, you don't understand how much this took out of me to address it. Like, this is so out of character for me, like right now. So when I addressed it and nothing changed, I was like, I'm gonna close the door, not close the door, just kind of remove myself and leave the door open because I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. Right. But I wanted to leave the door open because if you wanted to come back and be like, hey, let's talk about this, or issue that forgiveness, then I was open to that because all I wanted wasn't addressed, right? Yes. So ultimately, all I wanted was that forgiveness, right? So I left the door open, and then the position that I was in, because I was, humbled before God, and I used to talk to God about it, and I think He knew how much it weighed on my heart because it's like a long-term friendship. It's like, dang, I don't really have that many. Right. So it's like, hey. So oftentimes God will go through you to initiate the contact, to open up the door for a conversation. Yes. In order for you to get your healing, for you to be able to forgive and move on and heal from it. So I remember just like night and day, I was asleep and God gave me a vision, through a dream and everything like that. And I just always remember saying, like, I'm gonna leave the door open because I wasn't in the wrong. I'm not gonna apologize. And I stood firm in that. I really believe that I'm good. In the dream, child, I was apologizing for everything. I was like, I don't think I ever did that, but all right. Okay. So I was like, but being obedient, I don't know how I understood. It's like, okay, I need to initiate. And I didn't want to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I got up that morning, probably like 7 or 8. And I didn't text her till like 10, 11 at night. Cause I was like, God, I'm trying. I'm going to be obedient, but I'm trying. So, and then when it happened, like I reached out, I'm like, hey, grab lunch, We ended up having lunch, and I was like, because it's awkward, I'm like, I haven't talked to you in like a year or two. Because it's awkward, I'm like, I'm about to address it like right on. Yes. So I immediately went into it before we even ordered anything. I'm like, immediately went into it, forgive. Hey, I hope you forgive me for XYZ, And when I tell you the weight that lifted off my shoulder, because immediately after I said, I hope you forgive me for XYZ, she was like, she started for apologizing. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm good. Yeah. And when I tell you, the separation was necessary because we're just in two different places. But the peace that I had after that, because I didn't think about the situation at all anymore. And I was just like, that's what you taught me at 12. You know what I'm saying? That's what's necessary for me to continue to move forward and grow as a person, as an individual. So it's serious. I love it. Yeah. So now I look. So how do you manage situations that might trigger past hurts or desires for revenge?
I address it head on. Like you just said, I address it head on and pray more.
Heavy, because Lord, keep me.
Yes, please.
Okay, so where can the people find, follow, and or connect with you online?
I'm on Facebook, Ashley Williams Cope, as well as Instagram, and that's about it.
Yeah. And it's going to be tagged below, so y'all know how to spell it and spell it right. My girl hyphenated. Big misses. Yes. Okay. Well, that is all for today, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this episode with your friends and peers. You can follow the podcast at Inside of Thread TV on all platforms. You can follow me at I'm Gravy. That is with 3 Y's on Instagram. And on that note, I say protect your peace.
Yes.
Because peace is what?
Everything.
Yeah, come on now.
Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you.
Ooh, come on. So always remember, protect your peace, audit your code, and as always, logging off for now. Your web tip of the day is coming up next.